So my advice to anyone wanting a home in Wellington, New Zealand is that you need to make sacrifices. A lot of it. Hi, I'm Quimbo. I'm a nurse and part-time investor, and I'm based in Wellington, New Zealand. I earn about $75,000 per year, and I've lived here in Wellington for about 8 years, and the cost of living has been drastically going up, especially when it comes to rent. I live with my husband and our fur baby Coco in a 2-bedroom house. Luckily, we bought this house 6 years ago, so the crazy fight for a good rental doesn't really affect us anymore. We pay around $365 per month on mortgage, and that's because we have a tenant who lives with us. Otherwise, average rent for a house of this size will be around $2,470 per month. We go grocery shopping once a week and we spend around $80 to $100 for 2 people, including Coco's food and treats. We mostly cook and eat at home. I bring leftovers to work, and that helps me save so much money. I'm glad I don't drink coffee because that's what most people start their day with, and it can cost you about $5. The transport system here in Wellington isn't the greatest. If I drive to work, it will take me 5 to 8 minutes, but if I take the bus, it will take me about 40 minutes. I spend $60 on petrol, and because I live so close to the city and to my workplace, and because I have an economical car, that will last me for about 2 months. The best thing about living in New Zealand is the healthcare system. So we have a public healthcare system that's free. If you break an ankle, it's free. Ruptured appendix, free. If you give birth, that's also free. Medications will cost you around $5 to $10 no matter what it is, and a GP visit will cost you around $45. My husband and I enjoy going to the cinema, but we make sure it's $10 Monday or $10 Tuesday because otherwise the expenses will add up. Like for example, it will be $34 for 2 adult tickets, and if we share a popcorn and drink between the 2 of us, that will be $14. Good thing parking is free in the evening, so that's a total of $48, and that doesn't even include dinner yet. One of the more enjoyable things about living in Wellington is the numerous restaurants and cafes to choose from. If you compare it to New York City, we have more restaurants and cafes per capita, so it's definitely a culinary experience every time. My husband and I eat out at least once a week, and we can spend around $20 to $30 per person on food alone. I'm glad I don't drink that much because alcohol can be really expensive, especially when it's from a restaurant. The housing market in Wellington in recent years has been getting ridiculous because there's a housing shortage. I'm glad early on that we decided to be frugal and save aggressively for a down deposit of a house, and we definitely sacrificed a lot of things and comforts in order to buy this house. An average 2-bedroom house can cost around $750,000 to $800,000 New Zealand dollars. I don't think the rapid increase in price will change for another 5 or even 10 years. So it's definitely getting more and more unaffordable for most people, especially if you want to live close to the city. My husband and I love living in Wellington. We have our careers here, and there's so many things to do, so you'll never be bored. I think being frugal and living within your means is still a good trade-off if you want to be able to afford to live here.